So who do we have on the phone?
Van Leer and Mr. Lee.
Thank you.
Mr. Lee. Joel Lee,
Yes.
our first-
Okay.
You guys forget about me already?
I don't think they forgot about you yet.
It's 7 o'clock. We have a quorum. Please rise for the pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance
Allegiance to the flag of the United States.
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
approval of the minutes of the last meeting. Have any comments? We have a motion to approve.
Make a motion that we approve the minutes from last meeting.
We have a second.
Second it.
Motion and a second. Courtney, would you like to take the roll?
Greg Van Leer,
Aye.
David Winters,
Aye.
Tom Pato,
Aye.
Nancy Levitt. Chris Gerald.
Minutes have been approved, 5-0. Thank you. Any public comments, Mark?
Mr. President, I've received no request to speak tonight. However, I do want to note a change in the lineup for the agenda, if you don't mind. We'll be flip-flopping items C and D, and that's the only change.
So the Downtown Danville Partnership will go first in front of the Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, sir.
That's no problem? Nobody has a problem with that?
Thank
No,
you.
that's fine.
Thank you, sir.
Now to the public meeting. A, street closure. Destination Danville. Sarah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very professional.
That's fine.
I feel like I can't breathe in
And
that.
pull the microphone.
Okay, so my name's Sarah Finns. I own Seize the Night Designs on the Square. I put on this festival last October. We're proposing to do it again this summer. So I'm here to ask for the street closures. Basically the same footprint that we did last fall. We're asking for a little bit farther back on both Jefferson and Washington Street because I have more time to put it on this year. I've had all of the vendors except for I think I haven't heard back from maybe 2 from last year. They've all recommitted, so I'm thinking I can get more vendors because I have much more time to put it together this year. So we asked for just a little bit more room on both of them, both Jefferson and Washington Street.
Sounds good.
Yeah, great.
Any comments?
What's the dates?
This one is June 12th. Same hours, 11 to 5. We'll be going on with the farmers market this year. Last year it was in October, so the farmers markets were done. We're asking for, if any of the farmers market vendors want to stay, they can during the festival, so we would still have that blocked off for the duration of the festival as well.
You go until 6 o'clock? Is that,
It goes till 5, but yeah, to have vendors be able to tear down, it's usually about 6.
I saw on one of the maps where the farmer's market was on Washington Street.
Yes, it's moved this year.
I didn't think they wanted to move.
That's later.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
That's what I'm here to ask for, if I can have those streets closed down.
No more comments? Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the street closure for the Destination Danville Festival.
second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Courtney, please take the roll.
Greg Van Leer,
Aye.
David Winters,
Aye.
Tom Pato,
Aye.
Nancy Levitt. Chris Gerald.
Aye.
Motion's been passed, 5-0. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. B, street closure, farmer's market. Kelly D. Benedito.
Another map.
We like stuff. Gotta have stuff.
I know.
It's like you guys are working together on your papers here.
Yes, we are.
That's good.
Oh,
She gave me hers.
I always thought it should be on that side, but there you go. All
good
right.
evening. Yes, I'm asking for a street closure for Saturday mornings for the farmer's market this summer between May 8th and September 4th. Typically, we have been on Jefferson Street. Last year, you guys had requested to move it to Washington Street. The vendors gave me a little bit of pushback, so we said, all right, we'll keep it on that side for this year and see. During the Mayberry Man movie, we actually were moved over to Washington Street, and they decided, well, maybe it's not so bad. And so I really just kind of told them that we were moving it to Washington Street, and they said, okay. And that gives us, for the traffic flow, much better. People can still turn in on Jefferson Park, because I think a lot of people, once they see it, they want to turn in, and then they don't, and then they don't know how to really get it back around and that kind of thing. So I think it's a much better option. The restaurants and the shops over on Washington Street are super excited about it moving over there, and everybody seems happy with the change, so.
I think it's a much better deal. Because when you do drive by, oh, I got time to turn in.
Yep,
Before,
absolutely.
like you say, where do I go?
Absolutely.
Okay, any more comments? And motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the street closure for the farmer's market.
Second it.
I have a motion and a second. Courtney, please take the roll.
Greg Van Laer. David Winters.
Aye.
Tom Hato. Nancy Levitt.
Aye.
Chris Gerald.
Aye.
Motion is approved, 5-0.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Next one is the Downtown Danville Partnership Report. New Director, Ron Orr.
Well, good evening. Currently, I serve as the president of the Downtown Partnership. And as you probably know, in December, our former executive director resigned. And so our executive committee formed up a search team, and very quickly did a great job, led by Heather Rushing, put together a search where we went through several candidates. And instead of a report, tonight I'm going to introduce you to our new executive director. So tonight, Ann Johansson is with us, and she is the new executive director of the Downtown Partnership. So I would invite her to come up and close my time with a few words to you.
Thank you, Ron. I'm Ann Johansson, Executive Director for the Downtown Danville Partnership. Really looking forward to the position. The board has been very gracious with me so far, and right now just getting up to speed, learning and listening, and looking forward to serving the town in this role. So, thank you.
Good, thank you. Okay, any more comments on that? We don't need to have anything on that. Chamber of Commerce, year-end report. Kelly. Seems to be your night, Kelly.
I know.
More papers.
Mark tries to get me all done in one night. Haven't seen me for a while.
We told him to do that.
Smart move.
Thank you.
So last year, I had been here a couple of weeks and asked to do this report when I first started this job. So hopefully you'll find this one a little more detailed than last year. There's a big, long paragraph so you can read. But I kind of wanted to highlight some of our statistics. Few things that I'm proud of. We had over 1,300 attendees at the evenings in Ellis. Will is absolutely amazing to work with, and it was a great event, and I was so grateful that we were able to put that on through COVID. One One of the things that we've never really tracked is our website hits. We've had just under 13,000 website hits for our members. So people that are tracked through our website that then move on to our members' websites. So that was pretty exciting. The other thing that we've never tracked that I was pretty excited about was our social media. We had 75,000 social connections this year in different ways. We have 422 additional followers than we did before I started, so pretty excited about that. The video that we did, we had over 30,000 views, which I think is pretty cool for a short little video that we did. We had over 600 networking in attendance this year, which I was astonished by when I added that up during COVID. I thought that was pretty successful. This year, our big thing was Winterland. We had 8,960 plus cars. And so that, to me, was very cool. And during COVID, we had 6 ribbon cutting, so 6 new businesses that opened in Danville with ribbon cutting. So I think that was kind of fun. One of the first things that I requested when I came on at the chamber and wanted to make sure that we did was actually got a strategic plan put in place. The board worked hard through COVID. We started before COVID and it ended in the height of COVID with a strategic plan. And if you look at the back page, you'll see our 5 strategies that we decided to come up with. Let's connect, promote, advocate, collaborate, and thrive. And you'll see kind of those are results of things that we were able to do this year. Any questions?
Very good. Very nicely done. A lot of good things out of that.
I have a question. It's about the farmer's market. Is that going to look any different this year other than being on the other side in terms of more vendors or food?
We are expecting more vendors.
Okay.
Because we have become actually pretty popular. I've had 3 new vendors contact me this week. I hate to say it, but I'm kind of hoping that I have to come back and say, hey, we need to extend, on down or around Jefferson if need be. But
Okay, good.
yes, we have, I think, I'm expecting more vendors this year than ever.
Do the vendors pay a fee?
They do, it's just $10,
Yeah, okay.
just $10.
Yeah.
This is a great report, but I really think this just scratches the surface of what you've done for this town, so we really appreciate it.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
My experience with Kelly has been wonderful. She's very professional, a lot of energy, a lot of great ideas.
Thanks.
Get that cook down here for diesels.
I actually will report that they are moving forward with the plan. As of right now, the new architect has taken over, and they are starting to file request with the state of Indiana for.
So this is in the
changes.
Diesel's location?
It's the Diesel's location, and then the building next to it, or the building next to it, and upstairs.
Are you able to say what type of?
It's a restaurant.
Okay.
It's a restaurant. He steaks, burgers, and that kind of
It's
kind
the
of
gentleman
menu.
we spoke to.
No, this is a new gentleman. This is a
new
different gentleman. This gentleman actually owns 6 other restaurants. This is the first of that type that he will be doing.
Any timing? Do you know any timing?
No, it all just depends on when he can get permits and those kind of things. The biggest hitch will be sprinkler system and whether they can get that done and who's going to pay for it.
Will they stay open past 8 o'clock?
Yes.
What are they thinking about doing with the upstairs?
And the upstairs will be event. So if they have large parties, then they will put large parties up there.
All right. Any more conversation? No?
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
All right. E, new service truck for Matt.
Good evening, y'all. back during last year's budget process, I mentioned to you that I was looking at replacing the service truck we currently have. In the last couple of months, I've been talking to dealers, met with the bed company out of Crawfordsville. They come to the shop, they looked at the current one we have. We looked at, options and things like that as far as the bed goes. Obviously, that's the most important thing. I believe you have everything in front of you about what I've done so far with this, as far as ordering the cabin chassis and then the bed. It's looking at like a 4 to 5 month build out by the time the truck's ordered and the bed put on it. But the first request is that the actual cabin chassis from the dealership comes to $48,484.50.
Percy has advised me that he does have the funds available.
Any comments? How old's your last truck?
I think 28 years old.
Are you getting anything out of that old truck?
I don't know quite yet what we can do with it. I mean, there's some things about it that are okay and other things that aren't. So it could be used for something, maybe for a mobile light show for the park.
Oh.
You can put all your lights on it, Will, and work on the light show with it. But
So you don't have any plans to get rid of it right now? You're just
Yeah,
gonna see
well,
what you can do?
it'll be I want to make it a quick changeover once the new one gets here because it has a lot of fittings and pipe and, tools. It's loaded to the gills. So when we do get the new one in, I want to be able to get everything transferred over to it as soon as possible. This is our, kind of like our ambulance for our distribution system. When we get a call middle of the night, during the day, snowstorms, if something's broke, it's the first thing that rolls. It's a very, very important piece of equipment for us.
Is it diesel?
Yeah. The old one is too. I looked at this chassis about getting a gas to save some money, but this truck's heavy enough they don't even offer it.
Okay. Well, then, I move that we approve the proposal to purchase a new service truck for the water company.
Second.
I have a motion and a second.
Greg Van Leer,
Aye.
David Winters,
Aye.
Tom Pato,
Aye.
Nancy Levitt,
Aye.
Chris Gerald.
Aye.
Okay, motion's been passed, 5-0. On to the next part to put on top of the truck.
Yes, after meeting with, like I said, with the bed company, I do have a list of all the options they do list for the particular body that we're putting on the chassis. And then another page of the options that I decided to add to it. This bed will have a crane on it. A lot of times we go picking up a water main valve or we got to dismantle a fire hydrant. You got to send 2 guys, and some of those pieces are extremely heavy. So this crane that we're putting on this bed can assist. I could possibly send 1 guy out to do a hydrant repair instead of 2 guys. Definitely, if we got to go pick up something across town, we used to have to drive the backhoe all the way out there, roll it in the bucket, bring it back. We can pick it with the crane, put it in the bed of the truck, and go on. So that's going to be a really, really nice asset. The LED bed lighting is all in the compartments. I don't know how many times I've used flashlights to try to dig through the boxes and stuff at the night to find fittings or tools. Grab handles to access, to be able to climb into the back of the truck. The toolbox, we probably could have took the old one off the old bed and put it on there, but I didn't want to, I wanted it clean looking, so I just decided to purchase the toolbox that bed particularly is outfitted for. And then the 2 of the shelves pulled out. The ones we have do not. You got to reach way up in there, dig around, try to find what you're looking for. These will actually slide out where you can see, plus the bed lighting, it'll be really convenient for us. And after working with the guys I hired last year, I worked them pretty hard last year out in the system between, Vector and we had leaks and things. And I came to them and asked them, what, out of all the things we have, what do you want to really start looking for moving forward with replacing some equipment? And it was a blowout. We need a new service truck. I said, okay, I'll see what I can do. And that total price of the bed, and that is installed and everything, is $35,355.
Any comments?
Percy has advised me that he has sufficient funds for this request. On a side note, I brought this design in to me weeks ago. Put a lot of thought into this. Helped design a lot of fire trucks over the years, and He's put a lot of work into this. It really is going to be pretty cool.
All right, do I have a motion to approve?
I make a motion that we approve the expenditure.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Courtney, take the roll.
Greg Van Leer,
Aye.
David Winters.
Aye.
Tom Pato,
Aye.
Nancy Levitt,
Aye.
Chris Gerald.
Aye.
Motion's been approved, 5-0. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Enjoy your truck. Mark?
Okay, try to catch up real quick here. I think we're on record pace. I love this. The fire department reported that they're 49 runs up from 2020. They've been doing some ice diving training, perfect weather for it. They've got a plow that's responding with their trucks right now on runs. Some of the areas they service obviously are very rural and the drives may not be plowed for on those runs, and they've been going through some advanced life support recertification. Water Department, IDEM canceled the inspection that was scheduled for yesterday because of the weather. Matt's been working on some continuing education. He's getting ready to order some plant chemicals. And he and his crew have been helping with some snow removal. Admin, we've been working on some permit updates and working with iWorks. Stormwater, the Goodwill had a gas line issue. They're working to clarify that. Again, he's working with admin for permits and updates. He's been working on the generator at Town Hall. He's also been helping with snow removal. And I was hoping tonight we'd have some DNR updates for the wastewater expansion, but they did not show up tonight. So Public Works, he just said he's been working on snow removal. I don't know. It seemed kind of a lame report, but you know. Parks Department, again, snow removal's been on the priority. As strange as it is to couple with snow removal, he's going to be working on ordering pool chemicals.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah. He's working on his recreational impact fees, and they were speaking at a lifeguard class this week. Is that correct? Yeah. Wastewater, they're reviewing plans on Northwood Havens. They're hoping to have that, their suggestions by the end of this week. They are willing to help with snow removal as well. They actually have 3 CDL drivers. They've been working with the landfill to modify their sewer use permit. And the police department's report was very kind. They said, good job to Public Works. So, the other thing that I have, we have a nice thank you from the United States Department of Commerce, the Census Bureau, for our efforts in helping them with the 2020 census. So it was nice of them to send us something. And then lastly, as you all know, our work study for the host fund budget was canceled for tonight, and we need to reschedule it. Obviously, it is our intent to bring the ordinance to you March the 3rd for approval. So I'm assuming you'd like to hear the remainder of the discussion prior to that date. We do have the 24th, which is next Wednesday. I don't look for this to take a lot of time. Mr. Pato, I know you're unavailable, but it's up to you all however you want to handle this. I'm truly leaving this in your court.
You guys okay for the 24th?
Can't make it.
Right.
What about
Any
Greg?
other
Greg's
days?
not going to be back.
Greg, when are you gonna be back?
I won't be back until the 26th, but I'm good for tomorrow if that's available for y'all.
I can't,
We wouldn't have the 48 hours. for
yeah,
advertising.
that's what I was going to say. I can't make the 48-hour notice for a meeting tomorrow.
How about Monday?
You guys good for Monday?
I'm out of town. I mean, I could call in. I really don't want to.
Tuesday.
Oh, I could do Tuesday.
Tuesday's good.
I can do Tuesday.
We're talking the 23rd.
We got a couple no's there. Next Thursday.
We would want to do it before the 3rd, right?
It's
Did you
your
say it was going to be
decision.
on the calendar for the 3rd?
It should be on the calendar for the 3rd, yes.
We got left.
25th is next Thursday.
25th. Are you guys,
The park board meets that night.
did you say sectionals was 25th?
No, that's, I'm sorry, that was the following week. I can do the 23rd.
I can do the 23rd.
Sorry.
Greg, can you do the 23rd?
I can do the 23rd, yes.
Okay.
I would prefer the 23rd.
He would prefer the 23rd.
So let it be written. Let it be done.
23rd it is.
I assume after.
What time?
After 6, Mr. Winters?
5:30?
My employer would appreciate that.
What, 6?
6, yeah.
No sooner than 6, yeah.
6:30?
6:30.
6:30.
All right.
I don't look for it to take a long time.
23rd at 6:30, work study.
All right, 23rd at 6:30, thank you. And I believe that's all I have, sir.
All right? So Mark, you already said something?
I don't have anything else, sir.
Will?
Let the record show that Will put his thumb up.
That's how he is on most of the department head meetings. He doesn't turn his mic on, he just sits there and goes like that.
Well, I don't have much, but thanks to the DPW for keeping our streets clear. I unfortunately or fortunately did get out yesterday, and when I did, everything looked really good, so great job. And Ann, welcome to the DDP. Happy to have you.
Chris?
I don't,
Welcome you to our town and in your position for the Danville Partnership. I also would like to commend the snowplow boys. They really did a good job. It's a very difficult job. That's something I wouldn't want to do. You can wipe out cars in a second. People don't like their snow piled up in front of their house and anything, so it's a very good job they've done. I thank them for that. Anything else from anybody?
Greg.
Greg.
may have a few things.
Greg, oh, sorry, forgot.
Yeah, that's all right. Welcome, Ann, to the partnership. And even though it's not snowing down here, I know that the DPW has been doing a great job back home. So thank you guys. And that's all.
Okay, it sounds like everybody. There's nothing else?
Hey, Greg, we're going to send a big package of snow your way.
I understand. I make a motion to approve the claim docket.
second.
Right? Anybody want to?
See how I dodged that, guys?
Yes.
See that?
Okay, you want to approve the claim dockets?
We just did.
You did? Oh, I didn't hear them.
Take a vote.
Approve.
And I second it, Tom.
Second? Okay, we got it. Everybody in favor? Aye? Aye. Other than that,
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Third.
everybody okay with that?
Aye.
And approved to close the meeting. Thank you very much for your participation tonight.
Thanks, guys. Thank you,
Thanks,
guys.
Greg.
Have a good one.
See ya. He didn't like my snow comment.